Okay, so I think we're back from the outage. I just went ahead and split the VOD on YouTube. No real change from that last screen we were on, though. I didn't miss anything. Comcast sucks. Not a surprise. I might try to get a Comcast business account, even though that's going to suck too. But hey, if there's any outages with Comcast Business, man, I'm going to call them and I'm going to get them to give me lots of money, credits on my account. They will have no way to stop that, and I will not feel any sort of guilt about reaming them. I'm paying them $215 a month. There had better never be another outage, or if there is one, they'd better make it up to me. Alright, let's go to the mall today. Okay, I told that dude I can't talk during this time. It's the Comcast business guy who was just calling me. Alrighty, we are gonna go to do the ramen challenge again since I have a bunch of money. We can always farm for more. Can someone tell me where I'm supposed to go to turn in the snacks quest for the fox? If anyone happens to know. Yeah, right. Be nice to sit here and listening. I sent him an email during the downtime, and I was like, I just had another outage. I'm going to try. Enhance your characteristics. It generally says the same thing every time. Hooray! Basic to kindly. Yeah, that seems like the way to go for those ones, huh?
Welcome back.
Thank you. We might actually be able to chill now. But don't think I have a Hierophant anymore. But I may as well do it since it's the rank up, so it's free basically.
Hey.
Hanging with friends. I'd like to get it to the point where the Hermit social link is advanced so far that working.
I see.
Responsible for your age. You totally just lied to him. I want it to be advanced to the point where, like, exploring the dungeon can be self-sufficient. Or even make a bit of a profit. Tell me about yourself. Oh, the sound effect bot disconnected. So did Deepbot. Hold on. Dojima really likes to say I see, huh? Should I call you Big Bro? Yay, I really like Dojima. Although he kind of sucks at being a dad.
I see.
I see.
I see.
There it goes.
I see.
I see. I see.
I see.
South and talk to the woman from the Shirabu store. Thank you, sir. She's probably not out when it's raining, I'm guessing. Nani? What's the maximum number of personas you can carry? Was it like 12 or something? Or is 10 in the max? I'm good, thanks. Going to town. Shopping district. Yeah, it must not be out here when it's raining. It's okay. Come back then. 7 mysteries. Oh, great. Let's not make that a major plot point, please, for the love of God. Wait. Oh, okay, here we go. I was gonna say. I wonder why that affects your knowledge. No problem. Kinda just want to spam the ramen challenge.
And now
So long as I've got money for
the
it.
week ended on a wet note as rain clouds moved into the area. As a result, a thick fog is expected to form in the Inaba region later tonight.
That would normally be my last chance, I guess. Hey. Furthering my study of the meat dimension. Right.
They look yummy.
Got them tubers.
We've got veggies.
Da-na-na-na.
Come on. I'm excited.
Was the stat I needed to be able to explain it to her? Was it expression? Or understanding? Nothing catches your eye. Oh right, I have to watch the Midnight Channel. Okay. Kanchi's twin brother. Right? Yay! We thwarted them. Folks up to no good. Piano music. Preview of the next person we have to save, presumably. Oh, I'm broke though, I forgot about the home shopping program. Yeah, I agree. It's like a video game music trope, right? There's a pretty good one in Lost Odyssey as well. $11,000. Is there a reason I would want specific fish? Neither. I'm broke. But they give you time. Oh yeah, the piano that plays when the guardians detect you. Yeah, right. Is he in 5 as well? Tanaka? You can tell me, it's okay. Crack wheat. Using this stuff to open locks? Oh, it's like a chest key, basically. Removes all status effects, probably. Is he in Persona 1 and 2 as well? think I've sold everything. It's not the Grey Shackles. I did. I don't really need the money for anything just yet, though. I should have the Fox quest since it wasn't raining. I'll do it tomorrow, if I remember.
Delicious!
Meat and rice flow through my veins. It's making me hungry. Andrew and I have a tradition now of driving down to Espanola, which is about a 30-minute drive from Los Alamos, to get Taco Bell on Friday nights after stream. Getting me all psyched up for that.
Thanks!
Yay! Yeah, I don't think there's any social links yet where I absolutely don't like the character at all so far. That's pretty big story improvement from Persona 3. I know I'm pretty gloomy about this game, I'm sorry. It's really, really long, and even though it's an improvement on Persona 3 in just about every aspect, it's such a long game. And you kind of plod through it. But I have to give credit where credit's due. Like, I complained a lot about the social links being reprehensible in 3, and they feel less like that in this game. At least so far, I haven't really run into any that I think are awful. Yay! Chie can solve ailments. Dude, Taco Bell has brought me so much sadness in my life. Joy and sadness. They'll add a temporary thing to the menu and then they'll take it away. So there was the chicken flatbread sandwich, which was like 89 cents. Amazing. Really, really good. Took it away. Brought me great sadness. There was the ghost pepper griller. That thing was rad. It should not have been called a ghost pepper griller because it did not contain ghost peppers and it was like mildly spicy. Probably telling people, oh, I can handle ghost peppers. I had those at Taco Bell. It was tasty though. Gone. They had that naked chicken chalupa thing, which probably was an affront against God, where, you know, instead of having a taco shell, you had a folded piece of chicken as the taco shell. It was actually really good, and whatever sauce they had that came with it was delicious. It's gone. So I go there each time hoping that they'll have one of those back again. They occasionally rotate them back in, but... we'll hang out with Yukiko. Yeah.
Huh?
It's still doing a much better job, and the fact that this game is so much better than Persona 3 makes me excited for Persona 5. I'm sure it's going in the same direction. Always up. I want them to make my Stephen King's It idea, where the first half of the game you're teenagers, and the second half you're like 40 years old, and the position of everyone is based on how you progress social links. Harbinger of the Meat Dimension. Yeah. Fair enough, Leon, yeah. Yeah, I think that if I had only played Persona 3 and that was my vision of this game, it would have been 100% that Principal Skinner thing of like, am I out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong. I'm clearly out of touch though. Like, these games are critically acclaimed. This game has like a 90-something on Metacritic, and everybody loves it. I guess it's just that if it's got such a focus on story, I'm even surprised that it's not a decision-focused game. Like, you know, Mass Effect or Life is Strange, where you can take these things in different directions. They all just follow a preset visual novel-ish track, which I think is a missed opportunity. You came in on 4. Yeah, I wonder if the well's been poisoned, you know? That's also possible. Yay. I go to bed early, don't worry about it. At least you're playing the PSP one though, right? You can control your party members, have a less insufferable protagonist. Thanks for the ointment. More of that where that came from, oh man. So you're telling me Yukiko is potentially an unlimited font of ointment? She doesn't manage to help out too much in the story, at least she's...
Hi there.
Where'd the manners come
a
from?
well of medical liquid that I can draw upon forever.
I didn't know
Excellent.
you guys were my senpai.
Yeah, Zapdos, so I tried,
Thanks a bunch. Though I don't really remember what happened.
I tried Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. Little DP's had it on the voting spreadsheet, and I liked it so much better. And it gave me more context to get why Persona is the way it is, because it's like a kind of dumbed down spin-off of SMT.
I really
Thanks for the
don't
follow,
know
Roman.
much about
Welcome.
him. I mean, I've only met him twice.
What's Demi Kids?
Yeah, but you walked home from school with him. What did you guys talk about?
Well, he just asked stuff like if anything different happened lately.
Nice, Becky.
I don't know where my head was at. When I came to my senses, I blurted out that I wanted to see him again.
To a guy.
I don't really get it myself. Girls are so loud and obnoxious, so, you know, I really don't like dealing with them. Guys are a lot more laid back. So, I started thinking, what if I'm the type who never gets interested in girls? And I couldn't accept that, so I kept spinning around and around in my head.
Well, I can understand the part about feeling more relaxed around dudes.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine now. I mean, it was all in my head when you get down to it. I was the one shutting out that stuff. So, our family's run a textile shop for generations. Oh yeah, you already knew that. My parents are kind of weird. They say stuff like, dyes are one with the universe, and cloth is alive. And that's the kind of house I grew up in. So I've been interested in sewing and stuff since I was a kid. The second I say stuff like that, people look at me funny. Girls make fun of me, the people in the neighborhood treat me like I'm some zoo animal. So I was sick of everything. And when I got to my senses, I was running wild. Shit, what is with me today? I'm going on and on about myself. Forget all that. Man, I must look really lame right now.
Yeah, you're really pretty cool. I like it being nice to him.
I doubt it.
Well, it's good to have you,
I've never
Roman.
talked
Welcome.
about any of this stuff before. Guess I never had anyone to tell it to.
Yeah, I'm actually
I
pretty
wasn't
excited
really
to check
afraid of
out
girls.
Shin Megami Tensei. Did I put that on
Just
my
scared of people in general.
wish list?
But all that's behind me.
Wow.
Let me
I'm
see.
surprised.
I made
You're
a
a good
wish
kid.
list recently of games I'd like to play on
don't call me
stream
a
if people
good
want to add
kid.
a voting spreadsheet. Like a year
Never
older
get
than him.
embarrassed. You're a big guy. You can take it. Hey, is there anything you remember
Yeah, it's
after
on
you
there.
ran into us the
I'll go
second
ahead and
time?
put a priority marker
You know,
on that.
After you chased us away and said you were going to take us down?
No, it's already on there.
Huh? I went home. I was gonna sleep it off in my room. Wait, I think someone
1 and
came-
2 are Japanese only.
To your
I think
house?
I only want
Who
to
was
play the most recent, most quality of life,
Well, it was just a
filled
feeling I had.
highest
I don't know if anyone
quality
actually came.
Shin Megami Tensei game though, if possible.
Other than that, I remember
An
some
iOS version?
weird,
Really?
dark
Interesting.
entrance thing. And when I woke up,
The Kanji's a
was
cool
laid out
character. I
on the
like him
floor
so
of that
far.
sauna place.
I don't dislike anybody yet.
Entrance. Could it have been a TV?
Huh? Well, now that you mention it, maybe so. Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason. I was
iOS of
just
all
wondering.
things, that's crazy.
Did the police ask you anything?
SMT1 isn't the same
Well,
as
my mom
Megami
called the
Tensei,
cops
which
to
is the
look for me,
original
so
NES
They
game, right?
questioned me for a while.
From like
I told them exactly
early
what I
90s,
just
late
told
80s.
you. And they looked at me like I was crazy. So, like, are you guys playing detective or something?
Oh, I didn't catch that was Troy Baker.
Something like that.
Anything I can
Alright,
do to
sir.
help?
Welcome to Persona.
There's some bastard out there who put me through this. I ain't gonna rest until I make him pay.
Seriously? Awesome. You'd make a great addition to our team.
And she's
What do
fine.
you say,
I
leader?
mean, she's exuberant, but
Thank you, sir. I'll put my life on the line for you guys. I'll do my best.
that's right, you do your best. Interesting thing in Japan.
Well, if we're
Like
gonna
telling
welcome
someone to
aboard
do
a
your
new
best or
member-
saying you're going to do your best is like a
Should we
really
take him to our special
strong.
headquarters?
We're
It
so
has
early
different
back.
implication, I think, in Japanese it does in
What's
English.
that?
Come on, let's go.
Kanji will now die for you. Right. Just like that, taking a bullet.
Man, you eat a lot. Were you listening to what we were saying?
Huh? Well, sure, I was listening.
And Chie should get together.
Ah, close your mouth.
Right.
So, what, so someone's killing people with the TV? What is he?
Oh, there's
beating
more
them to
characters coming that are awesome. Cool
No,
about this.
they weren't being beaten with a TV. Were you listening at all?
Oh, don't worry. He'll understand once
She's
he
privy
sees
to
the
his
case with his
own-
own eyes. But the way it happened was just the same as with Yukiko. The killer kidnapped him first, then threw him into the TV.
Yeah, it's scary.
That show's been pretty crazy lately, huh?
Yeah, I keep wondering who'll show up next.
I knew before it came on that he'd be the next one to appear. What's that dude's name? That first year who used to be in a biker gang?
Who the hell do you think was next? His name is Kanji.
How is
Tatsumi.
the level of new
And
party
he
members
wasn't in a
configured? Is
biker
it
gang.
based on the average
He's the
level of
one
your
who beat
party,
the
or
shit
is
out of
it
those leathered up
preset?
pansies. So who are you dipshits? Boring.
I can't stand it. Sure, they have no idea it's related to the murders, but still, how can they talk about their schoolmate like that?
Like how nobody like said, "Hey man,
Like onlookers
maybe
at a car
chill out a
crash.
little bit."
As long as it's
Calm
not
that shit
happening to them
down.
they're dying to see. Damn, this sucks. We don't even know who's gonna be targeted anymore.
Ah, fair enough, Plaster.
This case disproved our assumption that all the victims are female.
What was the other thing we thought they had in common?
People involved in the initial case about Miss Yamano are the targets. How about that?
Well, both Yukiko and Kanji-kun were involved in some way or another.
But that announcer was dealing with their mothers, not them.
You guys saying you don't have any clues? Well, listen up, because I got something big.
I mean,
What's that?
Okay, when I made my
Brostead
comeback to
is
school
definitely
today,
going to
there was an
return,
annoying
but
brat
should
hanging
probably
around.
do a Weeaboo
Turns
Marstead
out,
at some
he
point
was
too.
snooping around about senpais and my
I could turn that up to
disappearance.
11.
So I took this from him. I don't know what the hell this all is, though.
And you
There's
took
only
it
one April
anyway?
Fool's Day per year, unfortunately.
What are these dates? April 11th?
Oh, they found the first
I'll
body
assume
on
it's
the day
TV
school
programs,
started,
right?
So that would have been the 12th. The 11th is the day before that.
I know I can't forget the day Saki-senpai's body was found. That was the 15th. So then what are these dates? And what does list of TV programs mean? What's Saki Konishi April 13th? I see. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
I see.
Oh, yeah. I saw that too. They were interviewing her because she found the first body.
Then this part. Mayumi Yamano, April 11th. Is that the day she appeared on TV too?
I see.
She
see.
was
I
on
see.
it. I remember
I
now.
see.
That was when the affair
I
hit
see.
the news.
Hey, wait a sec. Yukiko, didn't you get interviewed too? When did that interview air?
I think it was when I was absent from school. It was the day after I met you at the embankment. I had my kimono on. Do you remember? I went shopping that day, so... April 15th. And right after that, I was kidnapped.
Kanji, what about the television special you were on?
Oh yeah, that thing. Damn show made my mom go apeshit on me and...
The date, just tell us the date!
The only reason you know about it's
I don't
because it's
remember the
banned.
exact date, but it wasn't too long before I met you guys.
It's true then. Everyone was on TV before they disappeared.
So you think the killer's targeting people he sees on TV?
I was so caught up with the news reports about the incidents that I didn't notice at all.
Now that I think about it, when the killer failed with Yukiko, they moved to Kanji instead of trying again. Maybe this being on TV thing is some stupid rule that the killer's following.
That's right. The killer could have targeted the same victim again.
I think there's a definite connection here between the kidnappings and the TV broadcasts. The victims weren't just involved with the first case, they were also shown on the mass media.
That must be it.
But if so, what's the
No
motive?
problem, Plaster.
Why kill someone just because they were on TV?
Backslash.
Now that I think about it, we
If you
haven't
think of
gotten
another one, let me
anywhere.
know.
Why can't I be smarter?
I have some other chat badges that I'm behind on.
Dude, why beat yourself up? I
If
think
you
guys are
have
awesome.
more than 240 hours watched,
You guys know
you can
this
go to
what was happening to me, even risked your
tasks.marstead.com
lives to
and
stop
click
it.
on the chat badge
That's more
ownership.
than enough.
If you didn't submit a badge to me, I probably just made one for you as a placeholder, and you can make your own if you want to. So if you see it marked as placeholder next to your
That's
name,
true,
that means
but-
that I just made one for you. And if you have another sprite in mind, 18 by 18 pixels, shoot me a Discord direct message and I can hook you up.
We were so close.
Huh? You
It
knew
is.
before it
Yeah, I
happened?
usually add the placeholder based on
Damn.
whatever game you
I wish
first
you guys
chatted
come a
on. So
little
I think Plaster
earlier,
came in
man.
on Xenoblade Chronicles 3D.
Well, if we know this much, I think we can outsmart the killer next time. Then it's a countdown to their arrest.
Don't forget, it's always possible that Kanji-kun was the last target.
Or so we hope. We've thwarted them twice already. Here's hoping the killers learned their lesson by now. Anyways, let's keep checking the Midnight Channel like usual when it rains.
Is it wordier than Persona 5?
That reminds me, the school campout's next week. I hope it doesn't rain. It's for both the first year and second year students, so we'll
Bloat
see you there,
is a
Kanji-kun.
big source of my
Seriously?
frustration with the
School, huh?
series, honestly.
What a drag.
Like,
Yo,
I think
mind
that
if
I would
order
love
another
these
grilled
games. Like,
steak?
legit love them
I'm gonna
if they
finish this
were
one up while the next one's on the grill.
20 hours long, 30 hours long,
We're,
maybe.
We're going Dutch on the meal, right?
And a lot of these conversations are
Well, let's
much
get
longer than
going.
they need to be.
I think our new teammate needs to meet Mr. Bear.
Huh? What's up? Fine, whatever. I'll go for something cheap like ramen. Wait, or should I get a takoyaki set? Man, I can't decide.
None of it.
Yeah, I was fighting some boss
What?
last year. Three hours before a dungeon, yeah. Every single dungeon, wow, that's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. Now that you mention it, I kind of remember this thing. Didn't think it was a
Yeah.
bear. Hey, why is it a
I think it's not so much that bloat
Oh.
exists, is that it's mandatory
neither.
bloat, you know?
I've been wondering too.
It's similar to my issue with Final
It's
Fantasy
kinda
XIV, the MMO. Like,
Mind if I
you can have all that extra
touching
dialogue.
allowed,
That was
mister.
awesome. You shut up for
Hey,
the
don't
sequels.
give me any lip, bear.
That was pretty funny.
By the way,
Mind if I
been
pet
wondering,
you?
You were kidnapped too, right, Yukiko-senpai?
Huh? Yeah, it wasn't long before you.
So, like, that means you came out to everyone too?
That's,
What was it like for senpai?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to hit you so hard.
My jaw!
Gotta get him
More
some
gentle
cool
next time.
glasses.
More gentle?
What a pair of dimwits.
Oh yeah, here's a present from me, Kanji. It's to celebrate you joining the team.
So these are the glasses you guys told me about.
Yeah, it's that Star Wars prequel shot reverse shot
put them
problem. This game's equivalent of it, right?
Sure.
If it's happening when something else
Aren't
is
these
going on, that
different from
definitely
everyone
helps.
else's?
It looks perfect on you.
Damn, dude, it looks great on you.
I had a normal pair ready for you, but Yuki-chan insisted on this one. She wouldn't budge.
Don't tell him there's a normal pair.
Yeah, real funny, you smartass.
Why are you taking it out on me?
Give me that.
You took my spare pair. Kanji, you must really like those.
Oh, my sides!
We're in a hellish alternate dimension full of monsters.
This is the real one. It wasn't easy getting it to you.
Why the hell did you
Oh, he
bother
gets
making this spare if
sunglasses.
it's more
Okay.
useless crap?
There's red, orange, green.
Damn it. I'll get you guys for this someday.
Cool guy. He's a cool guy elemental. Anyway, it's a similar issue to what I have with Final Fantasy XIV. I don't mind that Final Fantasy XIV has the volume of like quest dialogue and story content. It's the fact that it's on the main track, and it is not. You cannot opt out of it or move through it at a different pace, right? And that's one of the things that's great about video games is that if a person playing a video game really likes a certain character, they can be like, you know what, I want to do all the side quests with this character and learn more about them. But Persona doesn't give you a choice. Like, you're gonna watch all this shit, man. And offloading more of that to be optional, where it's like, maybe it's just story and there's no mechanical anything to it. Like, the mandatory story sequences that happen in between dungeons still play out, but they play out with about 1/20th the text. Because it only needs that much to get the story across. And then they give you a free opportunity, like have everybody standing in a room where there's like an exit. You see this very commonly in games like Final Fantasy. You'll have a dungeon, there'll be a door that lets you go into the dungeon, and outside all your party members are just standing around, and you can go talk to them and have a 15-20 minute conversation with all of them if you choose to, or you can just run into the dungeon if that's what you prefer to do at that moment. I think that there's a middle ground solution. So I'm not sure. I'm not going to level up my rank with him right now. Oh wait, yes I am. Let's go ahead and do it. We'll try to get a Hierophant persona since it's a decent chance we'll be able to level up rank with him at night. Because I go into the TV world and fight spooky ghosts. What is always? Man, I like Dojima, but he kind of sucks as a dad.
Man.
Play with her. What are you doing right now, dude? I guess it does suck to be a single dad. Why? The cop's busy. Maybe? Nah, I hope that like the right way to progress with Dojima is to tell him to shape up. He seems like the kind of character that would respond well to that kind of talking.
Sorry. Night.
It's okay, I forgive you.
Oh, the instant noodles really hit the spot.
You know, the rainy season's just about here.
Isn't it a little early?
Once it starts, it'll be raining every night. We'll have to keep a constant eye on the Midnight Channel.
Crap, I didn't even think of that. Well, so it goes. I thought you were worried about the rain because of the school campout.
Why are you so excited about that?
That's right, it's the first time for you two.
You realize the only purpose of the school campout is to develop a love for one's hometown and young people, right?
Yeah, they tell us that up front. So?
Well, you see, the way we supposedly develop that love is by picking up trash off the mountain.
Picking up trash? Develop a love my ass. That's slave labor.
Well, the night's kind of fun. We cook our own meals with mess kits and sleep in tents.
The four of us are in the same group.
The same group, huh? Does that mean we sleep together at night too?
You wish!
They've
Guys
got
and girls sleep in
color-coded
different
ramen.
tents. I'm warning you. If you leave your tent at night, you'll be expelled on the spot.
This gets worse and worse. I thought it was gonna be fun.
It's only for one night, and we disband before noon the next day. It doesn't last very long.
Oh, we did have some fun at the river before going home last year.
Do they let you go swimming?
I think so. There's always someone who takes a dip, although we didn't.
I see. So you can swim in the river.
I see.
I see.
All the ICs.
I see.
I see. I see.
I see.
Wait!
Oh, that lasted too long without getting cleared. I thought it was a joke. Oh well, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Is it clearing? Oh, you're good, Plaster. I was responding to somebody else. I've come to expect babe hunt style events in Persona. I'm sure that's never gonna not be a thing. Rayan. Oh shit, I do not remember his name, but I do have the power of YouTube DVR, which can let me rewind, turn back time, and find a way. That is not something I ever would have expected to have to pay attention to in the slightest. You want to just tell me while I try to look it up, that's okay. Kitano from Sando. He's shit out of me. I think it's this one. Gonna come in 2 months, right? Really? Persona 3 is the worst? Interesting. That's good to know. I was expecting that to escalate. It's gonna be a new social link. His appearance has to be based on some real person or something. Stands out. Sure. Thank you. Persuasive expression. Okay. Go out on the town, see what I can find. We said that you can't level up a social link at night, but you can on weekends, right? Social links are just bonus rating, I guess. That was the day when I intended to talk to the girl about the Fox Quest, but this is going to be less and less valuable given that it's such a small amount of SP. It's be really frustrating to switch this over to a pub every night. Bring bugs to her? Okay, sure. I don't remember when I got that. It's a fish hook. Interesting. Breadcrumbs. Sure, I'll take some fish reject breadcrumbs. I don't know why I'd want that, though. I don't know the stuff for any of this. Yeah, her fish is named Akihiko. Moody gray-haired kid. And a fish, turns out. Okay. Does not have an obvious use. Ah, yes. Motherfucking breadcrumbs. I can use it to go fishing. Here's the obvious use. Doesn't look like there's anything for me to do time passing wise downtown. I guess I can look at the job board really quick. Let's go down the list. I could do that. Pump my diligence a bit, since that gets me other stuff later on. If any patron offers you a drink, you have to politely decline. What a great system where I can just work whatever job I want. You'll get new social links through this. That's clever. You decide to listen to him and your understanding goes up. Very good. Show up whenever you want. Right. Dream jobs. Yukiko. Can die? What is that? I haven't heard of that before. Jeez, I don't know. Balance beam. Really, Leon? Interesting. Yeah, 15 bucks for evening's work is pretty bad. But all the jobs work like that, I guess. I wonder what the original translation was. When you hear beam, you think of laser beams. Good localization. A lot better pay being like 40 bucks for daycare.
Hey, guess what I just heard? When they're sitting in back of you, it's like a squeeze play! Come on, you know what I mean?
I have no idea what you mean.
Sorry, I
What's
got
a
ahead of myself.
squeeze play?
What I mean is... I'm talking about how when there's a girl sitting behind you on a motorcycle, they press right up against your back! Man, you're a lot thicker than I thought. Anyway, I think motorcycles are the hot new thing for guys now. Girls like guys who spend time outdoors, right? So I got you this. Want to get your license with me, partner? Well, I can't afford anything bigger
Not
than a
that hard.
scooter on my budget, but at least that'll let us get to new places.
Motorcycle license, manual stuff.
That much, seeing as how we're investigating the
Generally,
case?
you want to drive. If you're riding with other people, you need to go stagger formation. And the person who's in the front actually wants to be closer to the dividing line.
You guys busy right now?
Otherwise, cars that are oncoming will think that they can trend into your lane. Or people passing you will try to clip you. So you want to be closer to the other side of the road, even though that's... You think that would be dangerous. It's actually much safer.
We're just talking about getting motorcycle licenses.
Recommend getting your motorcycle license. Even if you don't plan on buying a bike, it's a fun experience. Most states will give you like 16 hours worth of classes for like 20 bucks. So if you've got free time, go to your local Bureau of Motor Vehicles. I don't know how it works outside the US, but pretty much every state has a taxpayer-funded motorcycle safety program that ends with you getting your license.
Let you in on our up close and personal plan.
Up close and personal? What does that mean?
Ride their bikes and dump them. Right.
Like I was telling this guy, what a guy needs nowadays to be a big man is first a motorcycle, and then
And then?
And then
A girlfriend.
I feel like I have more control of my bike. I'm very aware of the fact that if something bad were to happen outside of my control, like someone from oncoming traffic careening into me and me not having an escape route for some reason, that it would be much worse for me than if I were in a car. But I also feel like I'm more maneuverable and can get around stuff and avoid stuff. You have a lot more acceleration on a motorcycle. You're like a kindergartner.
Oh, shut up. I'm at least a middle schooler.
That's a pretty good reply from Yosuke.
You guys gonna get
You need to have
licensed
more of
for the
that
big stuff?
self-awareness, right?
I mean, I know I came in late here, but if you're talking about taking a girl on a bike, you gotta be seating two, man. That ain't allowed on a scooter.
I forgot about that.
Andrea's little scooter barely makes up
Shut
the
up,
hill into
this'll
Los
work out.
Alamos. We can't take it out of
As long as we
town.
have a motorcycle, the girls
It
will
goes
come
like 30
running.
miles an hour
That's
at max
all the
speed and
advantage
it's
we'll
on
need.
the way up the hill. Full throttle.
Listen carefully. The reason we don't have girlfriends is because we're stuck here in this town waiting to meet someone. This place is so tiny, it's no wonder we can't find one. It doesn't matter if it's only a scooter. Some kind of motorcycle is just the ticket for us to get some chicks. Then, later on, we can get a bigger motorcycle. And that's when the up close and personal plan really starts.
Up close and personal.
Close in person.
You know, you and me have
Metal
more of
Gear.
a city boy thing going on. If we're serious about this, we've got to expand our horizons to a bigger town. We got to take the initiative. There's no time to wait for a train that only leaves every so often each day. We'll roar up on our motorcycles like the badasses we are, and when the chicks come up, we'll play it cool. The pheromones dripping off of us will bring them around in no time.
What, feral zone?
No, we're not going to a cat house, you idiot. I'm talking about pheromones. My research
That was
shows
maybe
that
not
a
as well
motorcycle
localized.
is the number one surefire way to increase a man's pheromones.
They tried though.
Pheromones.
Dude, that's how a perv would react.
Yeah, let's
What'd
go to
you
the
say?
cat house.
Fine, then I'm in too. Get ready for Kanji Tatsumi to show his manhood to these chicks.
I already told you, you can't. Anyway, don't tell anyone about this, got it? If other guys try
We're
to
down to
copy
the
us,
feral
it'll end
zone.
up diluting our pheromones. So, partner, make sure you talk to your uncle about getting a license, okay?
Got it.
Not you. I don't even know your uncle.
It was Andrea's idea,
serious
but the
about
cat
this.
cafe in
If
Tokyo,
we have motorcycles, we
Nakihabara,
can go
was
all over.
a highlight
It'll
of
be
the
fun.
trip. It's pretty cool. It's like $10 to pet kitties for an hour if you can't afford to have them in your apartment in
Man,
Japan.
somewhere out there, the best days of our youth are ahead of us.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I have no choice but to wait and see. No, I'm sorry, Jahan. The quote module is separate from the custom commands module. If I ever just say, you know, screw all of the free modules that come with Depot, and let me just make my own version of it. Like, I could write my own version of quotes and my own version of auction. It would just take a really long time and not really be future-proof. So I kind of stick with the preset ones. I also don't have I use their custom module for hulls. Let's go into town. I think I have enough money to do the ramen challenge again while it's raining. Plug those up as much as I can here. I feel like it seems correct to try to get your social stats maxed out as early as possible, since they influence the amount of happiness you get from social links later on. I guess the problem is if you do that, then some of the automatic story events that upgrade your stats later get wasted if you're already maxed out. Thanks, dude.
Ah, you're back.
Hi there. You want some eel too? Fair warning, it's from the supermarket.
Well, excuse me.
Excuse me,
It's
princess.
delicious though. I can't believe it was on sale.
I wouldn't
Sorry,
worry about
but
it.
this guy eats instant noodles every day. That constant slurping got on my nerves, so I called him
Meat
here.
Dimension. Meat Dimension's
You don't
going to
have
be
to
the
bluff like that.
schmarterest of
You just
Persona
wanted to eat
6.
dinner with a coworker, right?
Finally
Don't be
traveled
stupid.
to
But eel was a great
a
choice.
ramen restaurant.
Nanako-chan loved it at least. I'd say she's eerily proud of her daddy. Huh?
Right, Serp.
Did my joke slip away? It is an eel after all.
Just eat your dinner.
Yes, sir. Nanako-chan's such a good girl, though. She went straight to do her homework once her plate was clean. It's not every day you get to eat eel. You'd think she would have spent some more time savoring it.
You think that because you slack off too much. You should follow
Right,
her example.
Psychonauts. No, what's Meat Hab?
Way to hit where it hurts.
What's the matter?
I need
A
motorcycle
motorcycle?
license.
You mean a scooter? Oh, that's right. Kids your age can ride those. I don't know, though.
That's really interesting. You get a
Come
license
on,
for
don't
that
be
before a
spoiled
car.
sport. It's no surprise you once went out here.
I do
understand how you
drive much
feel since
safer
I'm
in a
from the
car
city
after
myself.
motorcycle
The
training.
trains don't run
Like, I
that
drive a
often,
car the
and
way I
walking
drive a
around everywhere
motorcycle
is
now.
Pretty inconvenient, isn't it?
You realize just how dangerous a car is. It's a lot more clear when you're on a bike. Maybe I can get
There's
more
no
happiness
need to
with them.
deny it. It's normal to feel that way.
You say that, but
That reminds me, I remember you telling me something once, Dojima-san, about some of the reckless things you did on your motorcycle.
Whoa,
when you were young.
Adachi, you're
you
slipping.
moron. Think before you talk. And once you're done eating, hurry and...
Not the right time, dude.
It's me? All right. We'll be there soon. Looks like I made the right choice to skip the booze. Adachi, you were the one in charge of that file, right?
File? Oh, did that suspicious guy show up again?
Would you keep your mouth shut? We're going back. Get in the car.
Back? You mean to the station? But I haven't had my eel liver soup yet.
About this license. Did you decide on this yourself? No one talked you into it?
Turn your body
I know
into
it's
space
hard
meat
without
for
a way to
art.
get around.
Entirely organic
Two-wheel
structure.
vehicles can be
Pressure
dangerous.
sphincter
Do
light.
you
Sleep
understand?
into a morph body. So why would you do that? Like, you'd fork your consciousness or something, and they just take your body. All vehicles are dangerous, but sure.
It's not that I doubt you, but allowing you to get one is something else.
Troubled.
Don't give me that face. I know you're serious about this.
Look how happy he
First,
looks.
you need a license. We can talk about this again when you have one. Well then, sorry to dump this on you, but I need you to look after the house.
Yo, it's me. How did it go with your uncle? I've been on the edge of my seat thinking about it.
Weird.
Seriously? Then let's go get ours as soon as
It's
we
a
can.
meat habitat, I see.
I gotta hit the books.
Gotcha, I thought they were
Let's
like
make sure we
merging to
both pass
become part
together.
of the complex. Study for the license exam. Okay, can do. Glad you were actually studying, Yusuke. I doubt I'll pass. Yeah, it's already a pretty ridiculous setting. Sapient space parrots and that sort of thing. Interesting sudden disruption in the story here. The answers seem to be flowing from your hand. Now, was I only able to pass the exam because of my knowledge score, or was the main character just guaranteed to pass it regardless?
We passed on the first try, just like we planned. Actually, it was pretty easy. I might have studied a little too hard. Hi, are you on duty?
We just stopped by to get gas and, well, to take care of some minor business. Where did you guys go? Already?
He was hoping to put that off.
I know it's just a written test to get a scooter license, but still, I wasn't expecting you to pass so soon. Oh well. Looks like I better think of a way to convince my sister. I can't say no now that you've gotten your license. Your enthusiasm is catching.
Yes, you got the okay. I need to head home and read through the catalog. Well, see you tomorrow.
I can't say no now that you have your license, even though it was a zero-cost, trivial afternoon activity.
Before you head back home?
Most of the questions on the exam are probably, like, super
I just
obvious.
finished filling it up.
Sorry for dragging you into this. This is my scooter. I had it fixed at the shop. It may be old, but it runs pretty well.
Neat.
I came to put gas in it, but I wasn't expecting to hand it over today, too. I'm letting you have it.
Yay!
You can tell?
He's so
Most
happy.
shops don't carry twist grips, so I had one of the repair guys at work help me out with it in secret. Don't tell anyone that, okay?
Dojima's passion for the scooter's obvious.
You're always so strict at the station, but you're a cool dad inside, huh?
Oh no, sir.
Shut up, Adachi.
You always yell at me.
No.
Still,
Feed
I
eyes
wish
to
we had a
Nanako.
sleek means of transportation like that. Who knows when that suspicious guy will
She
show
never
up
got
again?
her license at
Hasn't
her
he
age
been
of
using
6.
professional quality cameras to take pictures
Right.
of people's houses from the Amagi Inn to around here? Looks like he knows the back streets too, so a car won't be.
Will you stop blabbering like that? Go back to the car. Well, anyway, I was around your age when I got my license too. I took the test behind my parents' back. When my dad caught me riding a scooter later on, he gave me a good thrashing.
Ha ha ha.
Don't tell Nanako about that, okay? Since I've already given the okay, I won't bug you about traffic laws. Just be safe when you're riding it. You do that, I'll look the other way if you
Great.
decide to ride it out of town. Can you promise me? Good. I'll hold you to that.
Kind of jealous of Andrea's scooter. It's a twist and go, which means that she just pulls the throttle and it goes. She doesn't have to change gears like some kind of caveman scooter. Ride around the neighborhood. It's our first day, so we probably shouldn't go on a long ride. Hey, all the gear all the time, main character. Helmet's not enough. Motorcycle community, if you ride around with just a helmet, or like especially if you ride around with just a helmet but you like have shorts on or something like that, shorts and flip-flops, they call you a squid. Because if you get into an accident, your head's going to be perfectly preserved and the rest of your body is going to look like a squid. Like, really glad that all the gear all the time is definitely a meme in the community. Hey, courage rank up. That's exciting.
You're back.
Yay, maybe we should harvest when both of them are around, although we can never predict when that's going to happen.
They look good. Great.
She didn't have any seedlings. World refused to change. Seem rather composed about it. So this is why Darkseer has been asking me to go to the job boards. Now I can go out when he's home. Didn't check the weather report. Hopefully it's nicer today. I don't think I want to go out today anyway. I'll go home and study or something. Don't think we're gonna get back into Schmarterus before the end of the stream today. Shouldn't ride it at night. He has a permit. Probably not. What's up? Now, there is zero reason for me to go to the TV world, right? Because it's going to be the floors I've already visited, just like the sauna room in the castle. I shouldn't go in again until it gives me a new dungeon. There's a perk for revisiting old dungeons, like even going back to the earliest dungeons. You go do that. Okay, kicking things. Okay. If it's like optional bosses or something, am I able to do that now? Like, do you think my character is strong enough to do any of them, or is that like an in-game thing? It's a rainy day. Weather's been crazy over here. It was snowing one day and 70 degrees a couple days later. Yeah, that's fine. I just want to know if I'm able to handle it. But... Three cabbages. Is the weapon good at all?
Huh?
Is it like a joke weapon? So bored. Weak against wind. Uses lightning. Okay. Skull ribbit. Oh. Oh, I probably should have come back here right before and probably an upgrade for him, because he had a really shitty weapon for a long time. I'm guessing that's a downgrade now. Yeah. Okay. Could have been a way to get an upgrade for him after we recruited him. Just remember my old party settings. Will Kanji fall behind if I don't bring him in my party? Does he gain XP when he's not with me, or are there later catch-up mechanics like will enemies give so much XP that I could bring him with to catch him up? I really don't want to split up the XP if possible. Fantastic. Is it ever mandatory that I use him?
3 enemies, but they're too slow.
Why is he bad? Okay. Already hear the Reaper. Persona 3, there were a couple times where you had to use certain party members, and if they weren't leveled up, you'd have a bad time. It looks like he's got lightning, and he's weak against wind, right? The heck? Oh, it's a possible chance to heal and change party members partway through the dungeon. That's cool. Thanks. I did it. He's lightning elemental and weak against wind. Oh yeah, he has more hit points than the other people. It's quite a bit more, huh? So why does he suck? I would like to have more tanky characters that can withstand more punishment, but I feel like I'm going to fall into the same trap of like, I've invested in the party members I already have, their social links are upgraded, they have more skills, higher level. Folding chair, a wrestling character, that's funny. Let's see. Does he like hit really hard, even though his accuracy sucks? Bad accuracy is definitely a deal breaker in this series. The way the game double punishes you for missing. It's funny that it's a folding chair though. Shadows everywhere. Yukiko.
A rare monster! Beat the stuffing out of it!
So they don't really change the appearance of the wealth hands depending on where you find them, right? You just assume that ones on higher levels are gonna get more XP, more money. Hey, Hyena, how you doing? How was your Friday/Saturday treating you? Size changes. Disguise mask? What's that do? Okay. Oh really? That's on the I think Acrolith has that for subblock. I should pick that up.
A rare monster! Beat the stuffing out of it!
Someone else's turn.
Alright, so it is a bonus boss, okay.
Let's get through this!
Seems so.
Couldn't quite beat it.
That's what Teddy said too. There's a strong shadow.
It's over. I can't defeat it.
Oh,
Yeah, no worries.
Yuki-chan, that was lovely!
It's not going down.
Teddy already basically said that. But I wasn't 100% sure what was going to happen. He said it was for kanji, and he never said anything about the castle.
It's tough. It's over. Two remaining.
Persona!
Two enemies left!
When did he say something about the castle? I didn't come back to,
Thick skin.
I didn't come to Schmarteris
Couldn't quite beat it.
after the castle level was done, but before the sauna level was available.
Yuki-chan's showing no mercy!
He probably does if you actually come here, but people in chat said it wasn't worth it.
Just one enemy left!
Come on! Someone finish it off! There! I couldn't do it.
We won! Chie-chan, you're hurt! Get some help!
Nope, I'm good. Is the Reaper the same regardless of where you encounter him, or is like the Castle Reaper easier to beat than the Sauna Reaper? Okay, so don't encounter him.
I smell. It's pretty. Throw down. What the hell? It's not just working. One enemy left. Come on. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Chaos? How you doing? He is probably weak against fire. It's not that much more expensive than Mepatra. That's nice. I thought it was going to be a lot more significant than that.
Persona! There!
Throw down.
Come on! Take it! Couldn't quite beat it.
No, Sensei! Sensei, get up!
Okie dokie. Yeah, that's after doing an entire other zone. I love Persona. At least it lets you start back from the floor you died on.
I smell one enemy. You can do it.
Don't know, I can check, maybe. Just to keep from getting crit so badly.
One enemy. Fight! Fight! Fight!
Persona! There!
Akukaja. Yeah, I could craft that. Oh, I thought that affected the whole party. Well,
Damn, it's not going down.
and we need him to be doing all the damage here too. Unfortunate. We'll just hope he doesn't crit us again. An instant kill to the whole party. Brilliant. Hits really hard. Just put everyone else on guard. I guess it doesn't matter because everyone else can live and he will die.
Come on! Take it! Yikes, it's tough!
The difference in the amount of damage you can do is crazy. Hits you for 70 damage. Hits you for 300.
It's over! It's not working! This can't be!
Son of a bitch.
It's not mine. switch, but fire won't work on it.
That's bullshit. Just to test. Okay.
That's some thick skin.
What a shenanigan.
Persona! There!
Really need one of my allies to get Rakunda at some point would be nice.
Yosuke, don't give up!
Good job, Yosuke.
Come on! Take it!
Oh, Chie-chan, that was beautiful!
Yo! So persistent!
You're gonna pay, damn it! That's some thick skin.
Yeah! Yikes, it's tough! Persona! There!
Hooray!
Great work!
Version of the fight where we take basically no damage and wreck him. Another version where we get crit and die on the first turn. Courage is increased.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
Right. Hooray! Hey, Suzaku. It's the Phoenix. 4 or 5 deities, depending on who you're working with there. It is a mild upgrade. Good time to get it. They pretty much have to use a go home to get out of here now. You could walk out, but... Alright, let's see if we can do Kanji's one. Wait. Okay, but she doesn't always have plus 50 SP, right? I thought it was a permanent upgrade. It's a weapon that gives her a temporary bonus. Okay. But maybe I want to keep that on her because she's not really a good physical attacker. I only want to use her for magic anyway. Probably affects how much damage she does in an all-out attack though, right? Let's run upstairs as fast as we can. Makes sense. Alright, so question. Suppose I get to the top floor and it's too hard. I can't beat it. So I use a go home. And we keep progressing the story and we get to the next dungeon to rescue the next kid. And I go start that dungeon. Does it mean it forgets how high I got here and I have to climb all the way up to the 11th floor again? Okay. Not that this takes a long time if you're avoiding the enemies, but still. So. Whew. Not cheap. So may as well go for these. Hey, that was forgiving. Oh my.
Weird monster! Beat the stuffing out of
Exactly.
it!
Persona!
Counting on you. Damn, it's not going down.
2 enemies left!
Come on! Persona!
I couldn't do it.
The one character I needed it to not land on. Is it possible for her to act normally when she's panicked, or no? Oh, perfect. Good job. Hang in there. Smacks in the face.
Chie-chan's attacks look painful.
Couldn't quite beat it. Persona!
I couldn't do it.
Persona!
Please kill the knockdown one. There we go.
Great, Sensei!
Beautiful.
Go for broke!
Summon. I don't think I've seen that happen before.
Counting on you. Someone else's turn.
Come on! Take this!
Nice.
Awesome! Chie-chan's in rampage
No
mode!
kidding.
Oh, I can't defeat it.
Gonna run. Nope, lucked out.
1 enemy! Fight! Fight! Fight!
Persona!
Hooray! That went well. Ooh, should have taken the XP up to begin with. Totally forgot. So I imagine it's only rank 1.
Amazing, Sensei!
28.
Ah, level up!
Is the Emperor Arcana within reach now? It wasn't last time I asked, I don't think. So I kind of want to upgrade him into the King Frost. Yeah, I'd love to have Mind Charge. So I'd like to get Jack Frost to learn Mind Charge and then pass that down along with Ice Amp and some other stuff to King Frost. Who do I talk to for the Emperor Arcana? So I'm not running around looking for it.
Beat the stuffing out of it!
Throw down!
Come on! Yikes!
I didn't quite kill it.
It's over!
I need to kill the dice.
Yuki-chan beat an enemy! Keep going!
Persona!
Yikes! Reinforcements! We were nearly done!
Reinforcements!
Damn, it's not going down.
Come on! Take this!
Miss. Bummer.
It's over!
We're on the second floor of the high school. Thank you.
Do it!
Please don't blow up dice. Thank you.
Great, Sensei! Go for broke!
Counting on you. Persona! That's some thick skin.
1 enemy! Fight! Fight! Fight!
Someone finish it off!
One hit
It's
only.
over! So persistent!
Persona!
Oops.
Did I level up?
Awesome. No? Okay.
Oh, my health seriously low.
Oh, so yesterday, right? Student 10th right now. Gotcha. Cool beans, thank you. I think I will try to do that. I don't think we'll get to it this session, but try to remind me. Oh, it's interesting. Thanks for double checking, I appreciate it. Yeah, I think I want to do that so I can craft King Frost. I guess I can craft it anyway, but get him a free level up. Dude, so many of these in this game, and they're so much easier to encounter and fight. Big fan.
Monster! Beat the stuffing out of it!
I guess we go first. May as well open with Racunda. Maybe save everybody else. I keep forgetting to switch to that thing. That would help a lot, especially against these things.
2 enemies left!
And now that I can actually fight them, sure.
Damn, it's not going down.
I guess this is probably the right way to do it, is go back to the previous zone you were in. You can handle them pretty easily and they still give decent XP.
It's over.
Higher on rainy days, really. Their turns are already lost.
Wake up!
Chie-chan's all confused!
Persona! There!
Two enemies! Charge through them!
Oh, Swift Strike. That actually does more damage than Bufala, I guess we'll see. Potentially can, I guess. Lucky, lucky.
Throw down! Persona! Damn, it's not going down.
Come on!
Awesome! Chie-chan's
I want to have the main character up just for Swift Strike. Are Swift Strike and Rampage the same skill? Like, do they do exactly the same thing?
One enemy! Fight! Fight! Fight!
Damn, it's not going down.
Come on! Someone finish it off! It's over.
Let me see. Does this game have the option where you can set Rush to use memory commands rather than just attacking? It might be nice in here.
You did it, Sensei!
Alright, I leveled up.
Garla, yay. Rush is always just physical attacks. Okay. The whole, like, she has a skill that makes her heal almost twice as well. Very, very strong. Yeah. I'll probably use a go home on the top floor. See how many golden gloves we fight before we get out of here. Yeah. I assume that's an ability I can learn from my personas too, but the fact I can get it on an ally is kind of crazy.
Enemies! Careful!
These guys...
Light will work on it!
Light. So nothing.
Persona! It's not going down.
3 enemies! Let's get through this! Hurrah! Go get!
Yes, please. So, what's stopping you from running, Sorry, I can use my words here. Well, I guess I can get rid of muzzle shot. I'm probably not going to use that anymore. What is stopping you from fighting really low-level enemies just to try to grind and get that Persona level up card all the time? Physical damage to all foes. Is Gale Slash better than Rampage? No, I guess not, right? Gale Slash is like Assault Dive that hits everyone. Probably. Gale Slash is better than Rampage? I'll just have both of them. One of them hits multiple times. I don't know if that matters for some enemies. Anyway, what is stopping me from going to like the lowest level area and just farming the weakest shadows to try to get the Persona level up card? You probably level up Personas faster doing that than actually fighting dudes, since they level up so slowly. I don't actually intend to do that because that would be miserable, but I guess if it takes you a similar amount of time to farm higher level enemies that are going to give you experience anyway, it's probably preferable most of the time, maybe. Just to kind of shut enemy advantage? How does that work?
A rare monster! Beat the stuffing out of it!
Okay.
Ah! 3 enemy reinforcements!
I think I've seen this enemy before. Rainy Sister. Immune physical.
That hurt! 3 enemies left! Come on!
Hey. Let's see. Right on, that's cool. Crunchy drums. Oops. What do you think, Silver Star? How you been? How has your week been treating you? I'm looking forward to getting back into Mass Effect Andromeda. I was waiting for BioWare to finish patching it, but they might be done even if they don't want to be done. This whole announcement about their team getting downsized.
cardboard monster! Eat the stuffing out of it! Yuki-chan's seriously out to lunch! Come on!
We see Gale Slash is better.
Someone finish it off!
Glad I didn't replace Rampage.
Counting on you. It's not going down.
There!
3 enemies left!
Persona.
You get like, the ability to debuff all enemies, bring all their defense down.
Yuki-chan's seriously out to lunch!
Come on! Yeah! Someone finish it off!
It's a weak opponent! 3 enemies left!
Persona. Damn, it's not going down.
Shh.
Hey, hang in there!
Yep, stream every day from either noon to 5 Pacific or 1 to 6,
Couldn't quite beat it.
depending on the day of the
Really
week.
hurting! Heal her!
How you doing, Dragon Protector?
That's some thick skin.
3 enemies! Let's get through this!
Persona! There!
Big heals.
Persona.
The enemies
You got a crit.
Sensei, go!
The dream. You can get a chance to switch personas with the main character. Oh, now I can.
5 reinforcements!
Neat.
We're doomed!
It's a lot of reinforcements. You guys are weak against lightning. Crap
5
accuracy.
enemies left!
Persona.
All enemies dead!
Let's go. You're not gonna?
No, I need to switch. I'm not gonna be able to, am I? That's okay. This one can level up. Why not? Shut time. Yeah, let's do that XP up.
Oh, did I level up?
So cheeky when she says that. Fire Break nullifies one foe's fire resistance. You know, honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to use Mudo. Even for enemies that are weak against it. Regular Mudo kind of sucks. I don't know that I'm going to use Fire Break either. Ooh, Diorama at 33, that's exciting. Especially with her buff. Because it seems like when I want to use it is when it doesn't work. Right. It negates natural resistances to elements, right? It doesn't actually make them weak so that they get knocked down if you then cast stuff on them. And it apparently doesn't undo buff abilities that remove weaknesses. Probably the correct choice to not voice act a shadow. Can bosses ever be immune to it? Because I'd mostly use it for bosses. Yay, forgiving sword hitbox. I am a Dark Souls boss in this game. Oh shit, I forgot to switch to Gur. Balls. Pretty much why I was able to kill all of them before. I wonder if they can be poisoned. Probably not. That's a negatory.
3 enemies! Let's get through this!
Take this!
Yeah.
Yikes, it's tough.
Counting on you. That's some thick skin.
I can try it and see if it makes a difference in damage dealt. Wake up hit, please. Good job. That's really nice. I like those little bonus mechanics you get for leveling up their persona or social links. Makes it feel like you have a little bit of an advantage, and it kind of underscores the whole friendship theme. I guess it would be frustrating if you were relying on it to happen and it doesn't. I think that's the one I... It doesn't track if you used a break skill, does it?
It's over. There. I couldn't do it.
It didn't really make that big of a difference in damage dealt anyway. No big deal. The enemy returned to normal. Shit. Did not want her to get inflicted with that.
Chie-chan's all confused.
Oh, that's the one I targeted last turn.
It's over. 2 more to go.
Pick up strike.
That's it.
Counting on you. Persona. That's some thick skin.
2 enemies left.
Persona. Yeah. Oh, I can't defeat it.
It's funny.
No one stands in Sensei's way.
Bye bye. Wasn't the one I really focused on. Panic's better than Charm.
Cool.
12 personas. That's very exciting. Should have a decent amount of money now too, right? Yeah. This is just incidental leveling. I'm just hitting the golden hands that I run into on my way up to the boss. It feels fairly reasonable. Do need the money, yeah. Nope. I'm okay with that. I think it's just the golden hands felt frustrating very early in the game when it was very difficult to have a chance of beating one, but I think it's likely I'll beat at least one of them now if I encounter 3. I feel like they probably should have held off on introducing them or made them much easier the first time you meet them. Because it does, early on when you like spend a bunch of resources getting one to like 20% health and it runs away, you're like, oh my god. Serious. For real, for real. What personas do I have right now? Gesture, Magician, Magician, Justice, Temperance. Don't need Devil. Or Hermit, right? Just curious what Devil Hermit merges into. Oh my god. Gonna read her shit again.
Fly. Where am I going, you ask? Don't ask stupid questions. I don't need a map. I throw away my compass. My heart will show me the way.
I have to say that Persona 3, having the Velvet Room being pretty disconnected from the story and just be a mechanical thing was kind of nice.
I scorn the company of my own shadow. Freedom. That is the rule. Why don't you try and hold me down? I will die magnificently in front of you. No one can break my wings. What is this?
I would be happy to comply. Great. Okay. Register all. Yes, please. Thank you. Fantastic. Normal. We were thinking maybe Hermit Devil? Justice. Hama, though. Guess it's rank 3. I don't think that's enough to get it to 29, though. I think it's be rank 4 to get 2 levels. Weak against lightning and dark. Yeah. Better than the other two I was going to use, so. Hey, neat. Various bonuses were granted. I love various bonuses. Alright, so now I have 2 Justice personas. Garla, Zyanga, Soulbreak, Survive Light, Weak Against Lightning, and no. Just out of curiosity though, go by level, what are the level 30s? Ganga is Priest? No. Unicorn. Incubus. This is giant junk. Matsuyo, Zyanga, Survive Light. I am Titania. Diorama Red Wall. Should probably get Ares if I'm gonna keep. Well, can't do it cheaply because I can do Aeon. Ah, but I hate that social link. What does Old One do? I'll wait until I get some more just cards running around in there. Alright, that about brings us to time. I do want to attempt this secret boss. I know we lost about 12 minutes or so. I'll see if I can throw that on. We have a couple makeup streams. I can probably just toss that onto one of them. Andrea's doing some travel for work in June, so that's probably when we're gonna do that. Do like a Saturday stream, we'll do Persona 4, and we still have another Sunday stream with whatever the short game we're working on. Make some more progress on voting spreadsheet games. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I'll let you guys know what's coming up next week.